Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back again with another video. HVK all day. Let's get it, man. I got the K1 shirt right here. What do you guys know about go-karting? It's so lit. Yeah, but the topic that I want to talk to you guys about in today's video is don't count the days. Make the days count. All right. And before I shoot this video, I just want to say that you could do whatever you want at the end of the day. This is just my 2 cents and what has helped me on my journey, and basically like a different perception or perspective on, counting days or streaks and SR, right? Because, you know, basically you don't want to be so obsessed with what day you're on, okay? Like if you're new to this journey, it's perfectly fine to be curious and to keep track of the days, right? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever. But, after a while, you don't want to revolve your whole life around what day you're on. You don't want to get into a mentality where you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm on day this and that, right? Because for me personally, it feels like you're putting yourself in the box when you do that. You're putting yourself into a box mentally, and you're focusing your energy too much on the days rather than, improving yourself in other areas of your life. Retention is just a tool. It's a catalyst that helps you improve like other areas of your life. But you know um, sometimes people get too caught up in counting the days and when they're supposed to see benefits and all this stuff, man. All right, and like I said, it's perfectly fine to be curious about that. But I've been practicing this journey since 2021, November of 2021. Okay, and I've been on different streaks here and there, and I was never really the type of person to always be keep track of the days all the time. But what I could tell you guys is always make sure like you know what day you started. Okay, know what day you started, and if you ever want to look back onto just out of curiosity to see how long you've been retaining, you could simply just count the days from the day that you started, right? But for me personally, I feel like it's kind of a distraction to just be focused like so much on what day you're on and try to like compare yourself to other people, because it could become very egotistical, right? People could turn this SR journey into some type of competition or something. Like, some people act very prideful and egotistical, like, yeah, I've been retaining for blah 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 this many days, hard mode, alien mode, just giga chad mode, like you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, what are you doing besides retention? Like I'm saying, guys, like this journey is very beneficial, bro. But you don't want to identify with it, man. You want to just simply retain and desexualize your mind, okay? Desexualize your mind, because when it comes to this community, bro, it's very positive, but at the same time, there's a lot of people out there that just make it weird, bro. They kind of make it weird, because I could use an example. Like somebody could be retaining for like 1,000 days, bro. They could be on a 1,000 day streak. Excuse me. They could be on a 1,000 day streak, and then they relapse or whatever. And then all of a sudden, they get back on the journey, but they're on like 7 days or something. And then if somebody asks them, they're like, oh, like how long, like what day are you on? And they'll be like 7. And then in their mind they'll be like, oh, this guy doesn't, he doesn't, they will just see you in a different light. Get what I'm saying? Like, but not knowing that you just retained for 1,000 days, bro. But in their mind they're like, 7 days, like, I've been retaining for 200 and blah 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 days, right? Some people actually think like that, bro. Some people use this journey as like a ego boost or something, and it's kind of weird. So I was like never really the type of person to like try to compare myself to other people or talk about the day so much, because like I said, I've been on, I discovered SR November of 2021, and I've had like different streaks, right? And I actually did the calculations. So if you would combine all those streaks together, I basically been retaining for 900 days, around there, okay, around that time. What I could say is, my longest streak was 404 days, but again, I wasn't consciously keeping track of every single day. I just knew what day I started, and then once you relapse, bro, you should, count the days up. That's how I've always done it like that, man, because that way you're not so fixated on it, right? You're not so fixated on the numbers and things like that. Okay, because it could be a trap, bro. You could put yourself in a box and you could just become obsessed with the numbers and the days and things like that, man. And another thing that I've learned is like you feel like you're more in that flow state, right? When you simply let go of the days, like I said, know what day you started, obviously, but just live your day-to-day life, man. Just improving yourself, not being so caught up in the SR community of, trying to see what day somebody is on. That's another thing, bro. Like a lot of people, they're focused more on your life than their own life, man. They're like the nut police, bro, or these investigators or something, trying to see like what day you're on and trying to like. I've literally had a channel, bro, where they would always ask like they would ask multiple SR channels like what day they're on so they could compare each other and like all this weird shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody got time for that, man. A lot of people do make it weird. But like I said, I guess it's a different perception. Like if you are, making videos, right? If you're in the public eye, it's different, bro, because everybody wants to like know every single little thing about you, man. You know? But like I said, if you're like there's nothing wrong with like commenting your streak or whatever in the comments or things like that, but it's all about self-awareness at the end of the day, bro. It really is about self-awareness. You should focus on your journey more than what other people are doing, right? Because if you just started this, man, and you've never gone like a month or whatever, don't be comparing yourself to other people that have been retaining for like months, okay? Because you don't want to compare yourself, man, because you don't want to make yourself feel bad, right? Like focus on you, man. Nobody, like everybody's life is different, bro, right? Focus on doing the internal work within yourself instead of just looking externally to see like, I mean, you could obviously use things as motivation, bro. Okay. But like I said, man, it's very important to not get like so caught up into that, right? Because like I mentioned earlier, like you could be retaining for 1,000 days, bro. You relapse once, you're a week back on the journey, and then somebody could like be like, oh, what day you're on? You're like 7, and then they'll try to belittle you or something like that. But all the experience that you had in the past, bro, like that doesn't just go away, bro. It really doesn't. Like I said, if you would stack up all the streaks, bro, that's how you should have your perception on. Like obviously, that's just a different way of looking at it, right? That's a different way of looking at it. Okay. Basically that's what's important, man. That's what's important because you want to retain more in your life than being depleted, right? More than releasing. So if treat this as a lifestyle, man. Okay. Obviously you want to journal, bro. You want to document your journey in some type of way, but don't get like lost in the sauce while doing it, man. Get what I'm saying? Like know what day you started. Just live your day-to-day life, man. And if you want to see what day you're on, just like I said, you could always do that, bro. But you don't want it to be toxic, bro. You don't want to like turn it into a toxic thing. That's all I really wanted to say, guys. So make sure to make the days count instead of focusing on too much on like what day you're on, right? Don't count the days, make the days count. Okay. But that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. Okay, so keep doing your thing, guys. I hope you guys have a good day. Maintain your frame. Retain gang. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, bro, what day are you on?
I don't count the days. I make the days count.